This is day 68, and in this video, I'm going to be showing all my games from the Duo V3 Cup Opens. And yeah, let's go into it. So, in this first game, we had a refresh opportunity, but I didn't know how to chop this guy out properly. So here, what I do good is I edit this wall, but what I should have done is I do this edit instead. I should have done the opposite edit. If I did the opposite edit, then this gets disconnected and it's only connected to these builds, which is not connected to this. It's kind of confusing, but that's why it doesn't get chopped. And then unfortunately height connects to this guy, so then even when I break my cone, he doesn't get chopped. But this is just a missed opportunity. It's not like a sell, but it's something that I need to clean up and stop doing so that it can lead to kills in the future. Mistake I make here is super obvious. It looks like hindsight, but it really isn't. So here, I make a 2x1 on low ground at the front zone. But the problem is I didn't place a cone on either of these metal boxes that we're going to stay in. So this team seeing that, first they place the cone, and then because the floor or the ceiling is low, they just double pickaxe, and now I'm dead. Or at least I'm going to take 150 damage, which happens when if I would have had a cone, they would have to break through 2 layers, which I would have awareness on because you have less awareness on your tops more than your walls. That's why it's designed to have 2 pieces so that it's harder to take it. But when the enemy has already one of the pieces, they have the advantage. So like I said, if I simply would have just placed cones on top of my wall or my roofs, I would have been fine. And then I'm still not dead here, but I go for the shot, which is fine. But then I tunnel vision on this kill completely, and I don't even realize that I'm getting sprayed from the top. So then I just die. When if I would have simply just went for the edit, I miss, it's fine. Hold this, make a box out, pop my slurp, and then we can get second this game, potentially get first. But we only get third this game because I die here with 54 bills and 2 slurps. Mistake I make here is not delaying the timing and by jetpacking by myself. So we're on dead side here, and unfortunately we get a bad pull and it pulls to the lobby, which means we're going to be jetpacking alone, which also means we're the only one in the air, so everybody's just going to look at us because most of the people are closer to zone. So here I'm still good, but I end up getting to 18 HP, and if this is a better lobby with people who are actually looking for a surge and looking for kills, this team would have shot me, this team would have shot me, everybody would have shot me. So what I should have done is instead, in this box, I'm thinking there's a guy in here. If I think there's really someone in here, just shoot this wall and then just get to here. I can probably get to here. There might be someone in there. Get to here. Then, let's see. I would jetpack now. They went and they went. The main 2 people who shot me. And also, we're going to be going at the same time. So as you can see, no one really got fried here because there's too many people to shoot at once. So they didn't get, none of them got fried. But me, I was the only one flying in the air, and that's why I got lobby focused. What I do bad here is I'm jetpacking from a scuff spot. Like, I didn't even, I was looking for a place to jetpack and I saw we were blocked above. So I ended up going out the back, but then this is also blocked. What I should have done is just invest the mats. Build out 2 boxes, build the tops, then go. Just invest the mats. It's going to take like 12 to 15 builds, but it's fine because it ensures that we're going to be safe. And I end up being okay somehow, but my teammate gets blocked. And that means a couple things. Not only does he have a risk of getting 2v1, I have a risk of getting 2v1 because I'm a solo. He has to use mats to get from here to here. So that's also bad. And then also, because we're not together, we can't get a refresh for this whole 20 seconds where he runs from backside to front side. So we haven't refreshed our mats at all. So there's so many bad things that happen when we mess up the jetpack. So it's just better to invest the mats so that doesn't happen. What I should have done here instead is I do good by mirroring height so they can't see us, right? And I run here, but the problem is, if you can see, the zone is over here. Expanding side is this way, and it's a diagonal pull, which means it's going to open up over here, and everybody over here is not in zone. but I don't read the zone correctly, so I box up here. But let's say I use the same amount of mats and I boxed up here. First, we can go for this pre-ed on this team. Second, we're already in zone, so we have more time to look for kills. And third, this team is not going to pressure us, and now they're ahead of us. So even if I see this guy back here to pre-edit, where is he? This guy. I still wouldn't be able to pre-edit him, because if this is a good team, then they're going to see us, then they're going to pre-us in the back. So literally one little mistake. So there was a couple of mistakes this game. Is first the jetpack, so we couldn't get that refresh. Then we tried to go for another refresh at the end of first moving. Didn't work. It's okay. Second moving, this is second moving, right? We run under height, go up and over, but because everyone is in their old tarps, we can't find any kills yet. Okay. But the second time we run, we don't go in a good spot. We pause over here instead of being here from the beginning. If we were here at the start, then we could have pre the team. So now we've gone 2 zones without getting a refresh. And this is why our mats are not as good as they should be. Right now, I have 0 builds, and my teammate has 15. He only has siphon mats from a guy he just killed, but he needs to heal. So I'm like, yo, I got no mats. If he needs to heal, what I should do is hold for him, but obviously I don't have mats. So he tells me, he comps to me like, yo, grab the mats. So not only do I not grab the metal behind me, I go for a play when my teammate is healing. I should simply just hold the wall and just chill. Especially because it's zone switch as well, so there's no point in go for kills. And then I didn't know I didn't have mat, or I thought I had no mats. So I don't even know what I was doing here. But yeah, I thought I had no mats because I didn't hear him calm to me that he dropped me mats, because I was so focused on getting this kill instead of listening to what is happening and what I should be doing. So that I literally just let them take the wall, and then now I'm dead. When this game was definitely clutchable. All we had to do is jetpack up this hill, and we could have made a comeback in this game, but I end up selling here because I get too focused on the kill when my teammate needs to heal, and I should just be holding for him. This game, I completely sell. So one thing I did good is I got a slurp from a chest. So then I build around me instead of just popping in the open, because this guy would have fried me. So that's one good thing, right? And then instantly I go up, but he's a solo right now. And even if this was a duo, the best play for me to do is simply just run back over here. My teammate is over here. He can't help me if I simply stay here and box up. And the problem is, I let him close the gap. Like, as soon as he shot me, if I would have started running and my teammate started coming to me, at least we can 2v2 them when his teammate eventually comes. But because I just box up and let his teammate buy time for him to come over here, now my teammate is still over here. He doesn't have a jetpack, so he can't get to me. And then I mess up here. Well, I shouldn't even be in this position, but I make a mistake here. You can clearly see I'm getting pressured over here, and there's footsteps over here, and there's footsteps here, which means I have one option to rebox this way. And my teammate is over here, so this is the best way to rebox. I should just make a box over here. But I make the mistake of reboxing over here, which he can piece. Over here, he can't piece. And then I just jump into his piece, and now I'm dead. So there's 2 mistakes. Is I rebox into the direction where I can get pieced, and also I didn't run to my teammate when I'm getting keyed. So here I'm fighting for loot in this box, and then I end up getting preed. But it's this long wall, so it's fine. But when you think about it, what do people do when they pre somebody? They pull out their shotgun. So obviously if I edit, he's gonna have a shotgun out ready to shoot me. So the only way I'm allowed to shoot this guy is if I actually peek it. So like, I make a right hand here, but I don't actually sit behind it. Like, let's say I sit behind it and I pump him, boom. He can't grab the wall from back here. I hit him 100 and they back off. But because I stand in the middle and then I try to shoot him, I get blasted for 120 when I could have peeked it and did the same amount of damage, but I wouldn't have taken any damage back. If you just look at our mats right now, 115 and 95, and we're about to land on first moving, the only thing that should be in our mind right now is play for the win and look for height. in this part of the game with these amount of mats. But this whole time, I don't look for height at all. I didn't scout it once when I was jetpacking. When zone pulls and I make space here, which is good. This is something I'm starting to do, which is good. I don't even scout it. I'm like just kind of droning out. I'm not doing anything with this space that I made. I didn't look at the terrain. Oh, okay. It's like the same terrain. We're good. It doesn't pull up a hill. This is a very mountainous zone, right? We're on this like huge hill. It pulls down and then it like comes back up a bit. I didn't even check that. I didn't look at what height looks like because height is trash. They're on backside. They're not tarping front. All I have to do right now with the mats that I have is literally just go front and then chop it. And another thing I do bad here, in my opinion, this might be wrong, is I think I have a tendency to over tarp because when I don't over tarp, I get hit a lot. So right here, what I should probably just be doing is I obviously think there's someone in this box. That's fine. Get to here, boom, and then acorn jump, like the Sue jump, probably like backwards ramp, and then box above this guy. Because just think about, if I'm right here, I'd be right here right now because we would acorn jump, backward stair. It's super fast. We see this, double spray it down, we go for height, we win the game. But this is still fine. Like this is might not be optimal, but it still works. All we have to do now is probably build up a bit and just shoot at them. Look at them. They're literally in the sky and they're on backside. But I didn't look up once the whole time. Instead, I go for this pre-edit. First of all, I didn't even know his teammate went front because this would be a better wall to pre-edit. But again, I should be looking at height, not looking for kills right now because we still have good mats and they were backside. But we don't do that, and then we end up getting like 15th this game when we should have won the game. Alright, so here, this is our last game. The game was super stacked, so everyone's super shambles. This guy's on my wall, dead. But then obviously, you can see, like, there's a team over here, right? These builds are fresh, which means they're gonna know that a kid died. But instead of making a window edit or making a top right and trying to take the wall, I mean, all of those are pretty risky because if they try to take my wall and they take it first try, I'm probably dead. So it's kind of cooked either way. But making this wide edit is definitely not the play because then I get hit 90. And yes, I hit him 100 back, but if he would have reset the wall instantly after he shot, I wouldn't have hit him. And then here, so I'm trying to take this wall. There's 0 ping, so I can't take it, right? I'm trying to get the loop. Right here, all I have to do is literally place a stair, flip it, grab the loot, get the med kit if possible, and just get out. But here, I'm like trying to still fight him, you know? Like, just place a stair, bro, and just get out. But, like, I end up just, like, trying to hit them instead of just building. So I eventually get the mats. But key detail, don't grab the wood, GG's. Then I go out of my box, but I'm like panicking. So like here, I go out, and instead of making sure I'm safe and also going up to my teammate, I drop down layers when I should have simply stayed on the stair, go up, because I just got a refresh. Remember, when you get a refresh, you want to go up layers. When you don't get refreshes, you need to go down layers. So there's no point for me to go down here. And because I go down, I get pumped in the back for 100. Let's say I was up here with my teammate. Boom, I'm tarping. I'm above this guy. Yep. And this right side is expanding side, so we should be on the right side of zone. But I dropped down here for no reason when I should have went up to my teammate. Not only because we got the refresh, but also because my teammate is up there. And then we would have been fine. But now the game is over because we have no heals, so I'm 58 HP. I can't heal. We're backside. We're getting jumped in on. Like, now the game is actually over. It's crazy how one little thing of me dropping down one layer instead of going up one layer or staying on a layer would have been okay. That is literally what costed us this game. We only got 20th. With the mats that we have in this lobby where it's super stacked and everyone's shambles, we would have got top 10 in my opinion because we have really good mats in this lobby. But because I dropped layers that's why this game ended. Today was actually a good day compared to yesterday because yesterday was, a pretty bad day. Like I was pretty down on myself, but I came back today and I did what we needed to do. We qualified for the finals, and although we did bad in the finals because we changed our playstyle, I'm happy that we finally qualified for a tournament. It's been a while, and we did bad in finals because we felt like if we wanted to win the game, we couldn't take any storm damage, which our playstyle like relies on storm a lot because of our draw spot. It's low tempo, and we never pull. Every single zone goes to the desert, and we land on the opposite of the desert, and we never pull any zones. So that leads us to playing storm in opens. But in finals, we're like, okay, we can't do that. But the mindset I'm going in with the next Dual Victory Cup is I don't really give a fuck about the win. It's $76, bro. I don't care. I don't need the $76. It's not gonna change my life. What would change my life is if I become the type of player that can make thousands of dollars from a tournament. And like, who cares about the Victory Cups, bro? I want to become good enough so I can earn in the big tournaments, like the Unreal Cup or Div Cups or FNCS Grand Finals. Like those are the tournaments that actually matter to me because that's where you can get like a huge amount of money. So if we can just get second or third, I'm fine with that. Even if we die to sickness or we lose the heal off, because eventually some of the games it won't go to heal off and we'll win. But because we have to change our play style, it's just so like AIDS for our drop spot. So next week when we qualify for finals, I'm just gonna play Storm. It's fine. If we die to sickness, bro, I don't care about the $76. We played well, and in any other game we'd win. And something that I'm doing right now that's really bad, even today, is it's like 4 a.m. right now, and I'm supposed to be in bed already 30 minutes ago. Is I keep going past my bedtime, so then, but I don't want to push back my wake time. I want to keep a consistent wake time. So then I'm not getting a lot of sleep, and that leads to me getting a lot of migraines and headaches throughout the day. And I had to take like Advil today, and after the tournament, my head was hurting a lot. So it was kind of rough. Even before the tournament, my head was hurting. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with that. I might have to change my bedtime or like create some sort of system so that I can actually go to bed on time. But it's something that needs to be fixed for sure so that I can keep grinding for longer and focus more. So yeah, I'll see you guys in day 69 tomorrow.